for a few seconds I was like, well, I'm not gonna join the protest because it has always been a police country and they were in control of everything. I'm not gonna put myself in this risk. But then I saw a group of women and they were shouting and I looked at their faces and was like, come and join us. When I came out this day and looked at the faces of people and hear the echoes of their shouting all over the place, it changed a lot inside me and about the way I consider everything around me, including me personally. My name is Shayma Helmi. I am an Egyptian biotechnology student and I am 21 years old and I was born and raised in Cairo, Egypt.
On the front line, when rocks were thrown, there were women. Yes, more men, but there were women. Medical supplies, doctors on the field while there was shooting, there were women. Even organizers, like we had different stages and mics to announce different announcements and to organize people and ask if we need some volunteers at one checkpoint or something. There were women. So basically there were really women in everything. Mona Saif. I'm a junior researcher in a cancer biology lab in Cairo University. Mainly I cover basically whatever event I'm participating in by tweeting live updates.
My name is Noura Abu Samra. I'm 25. I studied law at Cairo University and I was doing a master's in Brussels. I worked for the International Federation of Journalists 1 year ago. I came back because of the events here to join in the revolution. I wanted to be part of this on the streets, seeing the people, experiencing this on my own and joining it, giving in whatever I can do. My part would have been to make sure that you don't go missing without anybody knowing, because that's the danger here.
They are shooting. There are people, there are some of the thugs with rifles on the bridge and they shot at our demonstrators. Every couple of minutes you find the ambulance coming carrying wounded and every now and then you find them carrying someone dead. People were just...
Presumably people in the same country wouldn't do this to each other, and you don't really understand how to define the parameters of your enemy. Because it's not manifest in a person or a group of people, but it's actually an entire system. The outlines of evil are not really clear. I'm Sarah Rif'i. I'm a curator of contemporary art and I teach art theory and history at the American University in Cairo, and I also am an independent writer.
So I write about politics, religion, the situation in Egypt. I write about everything. I'm running for pages. I started it after the Tunisian revolution. I'm calling you to go down to the streets.
A lot of people on the streets here don't know politics because we have not been allowed to know politics before. A lot of people that joined the Facebook page, We Are All Khaled Said, they don't care about politics. All they want to see is a change in the heads of this government, in the heads of this regime that are for us a symbol of all corruption, of all torturing, of all human rights violations that are going on in Egypt.
The way the system considers security is terrorizing people and showing them that you are gonna be lost without us. I was tear gassed for the first time in my life. I feel that I no longer fear anything, and that was a huge experience for me. I mean, like being chased by the police and running and crying and seeing people injured around me. I have never seen this in my life before.
The scariest moment was not only when the internet went down, when it started becoming really scary is when they turned off the phone lines as well. I mean, it was turning into a black hole. It's just like, your world doesn't exist anymore. This was a threat to me, and I think this is what I can now work on, dissolving.
Mubarak was not the system. Mubarak was just the head of the body. You still have the arms, you still have the legs, and you still have the sticks. You still have everything kicking and bunching.
Being able to actually have a voice in dissolving the system is much more empowering than I ever thought was possible.
One of our friends discovered by chance that she still can access internet even though nobody else could. She opened her place up for all activists who use mainly Twitter and Facebook and social networks, and like photographers, and her like basically there was this community of, you know, people going out covering different demonstrations and then coming back to this place to spread out the info to media and to our friends and everyone outside.
I became a node in a network of information. I mean, a lot of it is also just my friends' life on the line when they're in the square, and if, you know, like, it's violent and it's awful, and a lot of my friends are artists and activists and journalists and so on, and of course they're in the middle of all these events, and there's no way at this point to actually, you know, like, be quite specific about, you know, like, vocational, like, boundaries, and quite on the contrary, you just basically put everything you have forward.
I just can't believe it. The spirit is so high. You can see that this is what all Egyptians actually feel like now. We're just one for the first time.
It was amazing. It was how I romantically always thought of Egypt, but never really experienced it.
Yesterday on Tahrir Square, it was families there. It was just not the youth anymore. It was everybody over there, from all ages. I found very old ladies walking with their grandson or granddaughter, and I'd go to them and say, you should stay home, we are here to do that. And she'd be like, no, we are part of you now, we want to take part of this.
When I was handing my mobile phone over to a total stranger for it to be charged in, like, Tahrir, like, or the mini Tahrir Utopia, and this young man just basically addressed me not as a miss or a Mrs. or a this or a that, and he just addressed me as, like, muwatna, citizen. And I mean, I was shocked. I mean, I was, like, tripped and choked. I was like, oh my God.
The main thing people have learned throughout this revolution is that they have the right to protest. And this in itself is a fundamental change and a fundamental victory, because we didn't have this. We didn't have this culture of protesting and striking and peaceful, like, you know, the different peaceful ways of demanding for your rights.
You can't talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor laws the common touch. If neither fruits nor loving friends can heart you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distant run. Yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you will be a man, my son.